Today is Thursday, the 28th of January 2021. First up, senior infants, we are going to correct our Over the Moon, page 68. You are doing your UE special friend that makes the U sound. First, you have to ring the pictures that have the U sound. Barbecue, blue, statue. Give these words a tick if you got them correct. Next, you had to trace over all of your U special friends and match them to the correct picture. Fuel, 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 fuel. Ish, you, tish, you, tissue. Ooh, clue. The detective is looking for a clue. Ooh, true. The answer is true. Stat, you, statue. Activity C, you had to look at the picture and figure out the word. Here he's doing arts and crafts and he is using glue. 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 The paint is blue. 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 Here we had ooh or you, ooh, and ooh. And you can color them in. And let's read now together. Tom put on the blue coat. He was due to see Ella at the statue. He did not have a clue where to go. Well done, boys and girls. Today, boys and girls, you are going to be sequencing the story, The Kelly's House Hunt, written by Mary O'Keefe. So I want you to open up your Over the Moon on page 65 and write today's date 27.1. You have to draw illustrations to match the story. You're going to add in some thought and speech bubbles to help explain what happened. First, in the top box, you write the title. The title of the story was The Kellys, and remember Kelly gets a capital K just like Kevin's surname because it's the name of somebody. The Kellys' house, hunt. And all these words get capital letters because title of a book or story gets capital letters. At the beginning, what happened in the Kellys' house hunt? Well, Tom didn't want a new house. So he was sad. You could draw a sad face for Tom. And you could draw a speech bubble here and write, I don't want a house, or I don't want to move. Use your phonics, your sounds, to help you spell, and use your tricky words too. I don't want to move. You could also draw a picture alongside of his sister Meg and Mel being excited to move. Then in the middle of the story, you can draw a picture of what happened and do more speech bubbles to show how the characters are feeling. And then you do the end. Remember to send a photo on your Class Dojo portfolio. Next up, boys and girls, it's time to correct yesterday's spelling activity D on page 37. So you had to break your slug up into words from your spelling list. So number 1 was fun. F-U-N. B was sum. I did a math sum. S-U-M. C was milk. M-I-L-K. M-I-L-K, milk. D was bun. B-U-N. B-U-N. Bun and fun rhyme. E was mug. M-U-G. M-U-G. A mug is a big cup. And F was like. L-I-K. L-I-K-E. The magic E is turning the I into the long I sound. Next up, your spellings for tonight. M-I-L-K. Milk. What type of a word is milk? Is it a person, place, animal, thing? It's a thing. It's a drink, so colour it yellow, please, for a noun. Next, L-I-K. The magic E is silent and it's turning my short I into the long I sound. L-I-K. I like food. I like toys. I like pets. Like is a doing word. It's a verb, so colour it red, please. And finally, into. Into. To is a tricky word. I've got the word in and to. They come together to make into. I will go into the shop. Into is a preposition. It's telling you the place of something. So colour it green, please. Then you go on to activity E. You have to read the sentence, circle the mistake and write the correct list word. So A, she will mug her son. She will mug her son. Mug doesn't make sentence here. It should be, look at the picture, hug. She will hug hug her son. Remember to send a photo on your Class Dojo learning portfolio. Today, boys and girls, we are learning line 8, 9 and 10 of our poem. If you watch the video and listen to me and practice the actions with me. Knock at the door and walk right in, for my tiny little house is as shiny as a bright new pin. Let's go again. Knock at the door and walk right in, for my tiny little house is as shiny as a bright new pin. One more time. Knock at the door and walk right in, for my tiny little house is as shiny as a bright new pin. Excellent. And now we're just going to practice the whole poem together, starting with the title. Build a little house. I will build a little house with the chimney tall. a funny sloping roof, and a garden wall. Two big gates that open wide, and two tiny little windows you can peep inside. I will build a little table big enough for two cozy armchairs, one for me, one for you. Knock at the door and walk right in, for my tiny little house is as shiny as a bright new pin. Practice out loud to somebody in your family, boys and girls. Well done. Today and tomorrow, boys and girls, we will be practicing the co-raw phrase, do you have a pet? An bhfuil pata agat. Féach an video seo, Niamh and Oisín will be talking about the pata de friúla. If you do have a pet, you will answer tá pata agam. If you do not have a pet, you will be answering níl pata agam. Na pataí de friúla are capel, capel, madra, madra, éan, éan, cat, cat, turtar, turtar, iasc orga, iasc orga, canine, canine, nather, nather, hamster, hamster. So repeat after me. Capel. Repeat. Madra. Repeat. Éan. Repeat. Cat. Repeat. Turtar. Repeat. Iascorga. Repeat. Canine. Repeat. Nather. Repeat. Hamster. Repeat. So, an bhfuil peata agat? Tá peata agam. Tá madra agam. Or níl pata agam, bhfuil madra. That means I would like. So practice the phrases. Tá pata agam. Tá agam. Repeat. And where the space is, you say the name of the pet you have. Níl pata agam. Bhfuil Repeat. Now, boys and girls, you only have to learn off the phrase that is for you. So if you do have a pet and your pet is a goldfish, all you have to learn is tá pata agam, tá iasc orga agam. But if you do not have a pet and you would like one, you would say níl pata agam, bhfuil cat. Practice out loud to your mom or dad or whoever's at home, please. Today is your last day, boys and girls, to send in your experiment ready for Friday tomorrow. So remember, senior infants, you do not need to write anything out. I would just like you to explain how you carried out your investigation. Remember to include what the question you're investigating is, your equipment, prediction, safety tip, method, results, and conclusion. First class, you do need to write it out, either by writing it out using the following structure on a page or by completing the worksheet that I uploaded on our portfolio. I've loved the ones that I've seen so far. Well done, boys and girls. Today, boys and girls, in maths, we are going to be looking at 4 triangles on our worksheet. You are going to be investigating if we can split these triangles into half. You're going to try 4 different ways, but only 3 of these ways will actually split the triangle in half. Remember, half is 2 equal parts. So if something is not the same size as the other part, well then it is not a half. So number 1, you have to split the first triangle from top left to bottom right corner. So here I'll draw a line from my bottom right corner to my top left side, and there we go. On my second triangle, I am going to draw a line from my bottom left corner to my top right side. Number 3, I'm going vertically down the middle. So here's my top corner and I'm going down the middle. Remember, use a ruler when you're doing this. Take your time, go nice and slow to make sure your lines are straight. And finally, number 4, go horizontally across the middle. Remember, horizontally means left to right. So here I would think is about the middle, and I'm going horizontally across. Now, have a look, boys and girls. Which of those triangles do you think show half? Remember, 3 do and 1 does not. You color the ones that do show half different colors. So this one does show half, because if I was to fold the sides over one on top of the other, they would both be perfectly equal. And you color your other half a different color. Then first class, you're going to go a step further and use the 3 triangles that show half to show half of the numbers 26, 28 and 30. Remember, 1 for you, 1 for me method. So here 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And then you count one of the halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to double check that it's definitely 13, because if it is, this half should also have 13 inside in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, half, remember 1 with the line underneath and 2 underneath that, half of 26 equals 13. Best of luck, boys and girls. Next up, boys and girls, it's time for your SPHE and electrical safety. Today I want you to go to your bathroom and identify a way in which electricity helps make our lives easier in the bathroom, but also one thing we need to be safe of. If you look at the picture here, you can see the radio is plugged in beside the bathtub. This is very dangerous. You should not have any electrical good plugged in near water. Finally, boys and girls, I want you to get ready for our Friday quiz tomorrow. We'll be having our quiz where I ask you 10 quiz questions and you write your answer A, B or C. But I'd also like you to be quiz masters. I want you to make up your own quiz question based on anything you learned during our home learning this month. Along with your question, you need to have 3 possible answers, only one of which is correct. You are then going to ask your classmates this question as part of the quiz on Friday. Please ask your parents, or if you can do it yourself, to type in your question on our Class Dojo portfolio. This is just because sometimes our connection can be a bit poor and it can be a bit difficult to hear people sometimes. So just as a backup, I have the question typed out there and I'll have it up on our PowerPoint, so it's really easy for everybody to see. I'm so looking forward to our quiz and meeting all you quiz masters. Thank you, boys and girls.